Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another YouTube video with your boy Pollux the Wise. I hope you guys are doing absolutely frogging splendid, taking care of yourselves, and as always, staying safe. I have some exciting news before we jump into the second episode of Empire Warriors Tower Defense. Recently, Ironhide has just announced that they are able to have ourselves add Iron Marines Invasion to our Steam wishlist. So I'm super hyped for that. I cannot wait for that to release on Steam. I'm going to be one of the first people to buy that game as soon as it comes out. And let me tell you something, I'm going to cover it as soon as I possibly can. It's going to be epic. It's going to be a blast. But anyways, back to the content of today's episode, which is going to be this Empire Warriors Tower Defense. So, first things first, let's go on to the new level, which is the first attack wave. Okay. Anyways, it's saying Grando's Vanguard army, which is commanded by Orc General Nadlug, has begun attacking the woodland, but fortunately, Endia's troops appeared in time. Prince Yave immediately led the troops into battle to help the elves defeating the invaders. So let's go ahead here and just get started. The only thing that I wish that this game had that Kingdom Rush itself kind of has a slight advantage over, at least on Steam, is the sound. You can't really, like, turn it down any. It's either you just go all the way or none. So, yeah. There is that. Nice little artwork here. Okay, yeah, this is kind of cool. You've got, like, a level that's pretty similar to, like, Kingdom Rush Origins with the Great Redwood. Also, I believe we have access now to level 4 towers. And let me tell you something. Level 4 towers in this game are pretty broken. That's the only thing I'm going to say.
Trust me.
And as far as why that is, well, let's go ahead and find out. So Stone Guardian, Steel Guardian, Mithril Guardian. Okay, so we can get a level 4 tower. Question is, do we want to? We can get an Ancient of Nature. Oh yeah, I think this is the one that we want. Okay, this isn't quite what I was hoping for, but the other tower that appears on the right side of this upgrade tree for level 4, it's very broken. You'll see what I mean as soon as we unlock it. And let's go ahead and set the rally point here for its ability, which is the Explosive Sapling, which basically summons and throws the sapling on the road. The sapling will chase nearby enemies and explode, dealing 200 AoE magic damage to enemies and slowing them by 30% for 3.5 seconds. That is insanely overpowered. So let's go ahead, and without further ado, ladies and gents, get started. We also have the fast forward button, so of course we're going to use it. And we're just going to kind of wait until these guys group up enough. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead, grab ourselves a couple barracks here. Maybe I'll micro these guys slightly further back. I mean, this thing does have kind of ridiculous range. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're just going to try and build our choke point near the front of the map here. We're not even going to let them get to the other side. Honestly, that's just much more simple than, you know, doing this the other way around. Yeah, what the hell is that aggro range? What on earth? Okay, let's go ahead and try this as soon as we get enough money. The other ability is Poison Toss. Magical rock that deals bonus poison damage to the targets. And we can also choose where these little sapling dudes are summoned. Like, where they go. That's actually really cool. Okay, so we have a new enemy. These are orcs, which are humanoid creatures that have great strength. They are even stronger when their skins turn red. So they get stronger when the HP is low. So they change appearance, and they have average endurance. Let's go ahead and click on their stats real quick. 200 HP, 12 to 19 damage, more physical resistance than magic resistance. They have low magic resistance. Is it literally just every enemy in this game has, like, multiple resistances? Is that the idea? Like, that's kind of absurd. Okay. So far, so good. It's wave 3 of 8. I have not seen us run into too many issues here. Oh, yeah. And as you can see, this one level 4 artillery tower with a little bit of help installing power from our heroes and barracks is pretty overpowered. Like, look at that. We've got 3 saplings just built up here, which is kind of nuts. Let's go ahead and try and get a level 4 archer real quick. See if we can get something good here.
I'm ready, tactician. We're ready.
Okay. Oh. So archers here, they're pretty expensive compared to the level 2, 3, and 4 archers from Kingdom Rush. At least in terms of just gold. But their performance is also noticeably much better, which is probably why that's the case. Let's go ahead and call this next wave in. So then we get Twilight Sentinels, and these are Twilight Archers that can increase the power of nearby towers and put enemies to sleep. I don't think, unfortunately, they could reach across the way, because we didn't upgrade them enough. But that's okay. Damn. So here we go. Yeah, increases the attack range of nearby towers to 10% and the critical chance to up to 20%. And this effect does not stack. So if you get it on one tower and then you buy another tower with that same ability and range, it will not stack on the enemies. Let's see if we can find one of the orcs. Oh, no, I guess it does reach. Wow, that is absurd. Okay. So yeah, its melee damage is improved from 12 to 19, all the way up to 20 to 31 for the orcs. That's pretty impressive. Here we go. Final wave. And our hero ended up dying, so that's a rip. But it's okay, because we are in the final wave. And thus far, we've been doing really well. I don't think, unfortunately, the barracks are affected by this upgrade. I'm not seeing a noticeable increase in damage. But the first barracks that we unlock for level 4 is called Paladins. So let's go ahead and get that. Thankfully, these are really, really cheap. They deal 15 to 24 damage, and they have medium armor and low magic resistance.
Follow my lead.
And just like that, we get through this level with absolutely no issues. Now, I hate to say this, guys, but the first, like, several levels, they are pretty easy. Once we get into, like, the swamp area and the ice levels up here, this is when things are really going to start ramping up in terms of difficulty. However, the boss fights, I mean, they are no joke, okay? Even with, like, some high-level towers, they can get pretty far. Also, yeah, let's just get rid of a bunch of these notifications here, all these stupid quests. I shouldn't say they're stupid. It's nice to have the extra rewards. It's nice to have something extra to, like, shoot for, unlike in Kingdom Rush. They don't really have that. I just say that it's kind of silly or stupid, if you will. Poor word choice. But only because, like, this isn't something I really care or think about when I'm playing through a tower defense game. I kind of just, you know, want to play the game, enjoy it, and then just go from there. So yeah, let's go ahead, upgrade the archers, and do we want to make them even cheaper? I think, yeah, you know what? I think we can afford to do that. So let's make sure, yeah, artillery needs to be cheap. I want this to be even cheaper. And do we just save our stars? Yeah, we'll just distribute this here for now. Oh, and if we get to this icon here, so you're going to notice that our heroes have leveled up, and they have these things called skill points that we can spend, and there's all these different abilities that we can upgrade using skill points. But for some of them, you do need to have the heroes be a certain level, and some of them do require multiple skill points to upgrade as well. So, we've got, like, Seismic Burst here, or is this, what is this, Brutal Strike? Yeah, this can be upgraded to max, which I think we will do. So now, Yave's normal attacks now deal splash damage equal to 100% of his basic damage to nearby enemies, which is kind of absurd. We'll get the Hail of Ice Arrows. Okay, so this first level here, or I should say this Fortress of the Elves, this is the first boss battle. So let's go ahead and jump in. I don't really even honestly care about the story. It's whatever. We do get some bonus towers to help us out here. These Arcane Wardens. So their first ability is to fire an explosive arrow that deals a pretty good amount of magic damage to enemies in the affected area. And then the Blaze Strike. Elf warriors strike with both weapons, causing enemies to bleed in 6 seconds. Okay, so yeah, it looks like they have a pair of daggers or knife-like, weapons. I like how these guys are also just been chilling up here, which is kind of cool. But yeah, this does give us a lot of leeway for, like, building stuff. Question is, what do we want to build? Because we are going to have enemies approaching from both sides, but, spoiler alert, the boss is going to come from the right side. I believe he comes from this side here, and he walks all the way over down to this side. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and just start off strong. I think what we're going to need is an archer tower. And then there's also the Dawn Sentinels, which have high attack and can deal massive damage to enemies. They have long range, even though the hilarious thing is these guys literally get a longer range upgrade. Like, some of these descriptions are a little bit misleading, but these guys are much slower when they fire. I still kind of prefer the Twilight Sentinels because they just have fast attack speed, and they literally have longer range. So, I'm happy with this. Also, they can just literally buff nearby towers, so that really, really is a good incentive for helping. So, let's go ahead, micro our heroes around, and start this battle. We just really need to be cognizant about using our abilities, and we'll be fine. Okay. I've got to make sure that Erin can use her abilities.
No mercy for the enemy.
Yeah, there we go. Now she can actually damage units. And look at that. Beautiful.
Stay focused.
We're just going to set up our support towers now, so then we can focus on splash damage-like stuff later on. But I think, yeah, Twilight Sentinels are going to be our best bet against the boss. And holy crap, yeah, these support Arcane Wardens. 28 to 41 physical damage and 22 to 30 range damage. I'm assuming that's the Archer Tower that gets the range damage. That still is really high. And so far, so good. Okay. Oh, looks like our ranged hero is off cooldown. Rip.
Stay focused.
And so far, so good.
Trust me.
Okay, we got a bunch of enemies coming out one side of the path.
Never retreat.
We'll go ahead and
Never miss.
micro down.
No mercy for the enemy. Stay focused.
Battlefield is mine.
Okay, so now we have a new enemy, the Orc Shaman, which says to beware of Orc Shamans, they can completely drain your troops' life, so they can attack from a distance, dealing magical damage, and they have life absorption. So the way that these guys attack is pretty similar to the way that Mortimus does his attack. They'll basically life steal HP from, you know, their opponents, in this case our barrack troops on the ground, or our heroes, if you will. So yeah. They also have quite a bit of HP, 230 HP. And are we getting overwhelmed here? Oh, no! Oh my god, that was close. Holy crap. Wow, we almost just leaked our first life there. Holy crap.
Never retreat.
Let's go ahead and build an artillery tower here. This is it. Okay. I was trying to figure out what tower this was. This tower right here, single-handedly on its own, is so overpowered with its right ability that it can basically solo most levels up until you get to the winter levels. It's that broken. And if you want a demonstration, well, here we go. It's going to be pretty overpowered.
Never miss a shot. No mercy for the enemy.
Let's go ahead.
Stay focused.
Follow my lead.
And I think we're just going to focus on building another barracks here. Oh yeah, these guys, they have 8 to 15 melee damage, but much more higher damage when it comes to, whatchamacallit? Ranged attacks, excuse me. Oh boy. Yeah, this next wave is not going to be fun. Got a bunch of enemies coming from both sides. Thankfully, artillery go burr. Come on, Have, get over here. There you go. Good job, buddy. But yeah, basically, if there's multiple enemies in range, they'll do this ground slam attack. That's pretty awesome.
Glory for India.
Touch me.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's slow down here. And yeah, we have a new enemy, Nadlug, a mighty orc shaman who joined the Grando Empire in order to learn forbidden magic. So his powers include summoning orcs, healing himself and nearby allies, and slow movement speed. Okay. So yeah, obviously this is a problem because, well, yeah, we need less enemies.
Never miss a shot.
Let's check out his stats.
Never retreat.
Oh my god. 14 to 22 melee damage, and 25 to 39 range damage. Interesting. He also has higher magic resistance than armor, so it's good that we're building all of these archers. Thankfully.
No mercy
Get
for
out of
the
here.
enemy.
Oh my god. Well, this is getting spooky. Come on, I need money. Nice. Navi, get out of there.
Stay focused.
Let's get ready to upgrade barracks over here to hold this side. And nice.
Touch me.
GG. Okay, sweet. So we got through the first boss. Not too shabby. And yeah, I mean, bosses like that, you have to slow down for them. You cannot afford to play them on fast forward. I've already tried on mobile, and it's so much more difficult. But it is fun. It's really fun. And so far, I'm enjoying this. This is just an absolute blast of a game. Okay, quests. We got a bunch of quests. Yes, please get these notifications out of my face. Thank you very much. Check-in. Yeah, I forgot. We get these as well. Claim. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, yeah, we also have an encyclopedia. So we can take a look here through, like, enemy stats, attack flying units. What the hell? Yeah, like, I guess it gives you a bunch of different things here. Interesting. Cooldown reduction. Incoming waves info. Yeah, it tells you all this stuff. It gives you, like, some cool little pictures and whatnot, and descriptions, trained soldiers. Yeah. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's very cool. I don't think Kingdom Rush adds pictures to their tips. It's just a text box. So, there's that. Let's go ahead and claim all. So we've made 6% progress. Now, for those of you wondering, actually, here, hold on a second. Oh yeah, this is Hero's Trial. I don't know. Did I even showcase this in the last video? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and spend our stars. Make archers cheaper, damn it. Hell yeah. So archers are going to be cheaper now. Once we get all the way to the Iron Halls, which is basically the end of the main campaign for, like, the first half, you think, oh, well, this is the only map. You know, it's big, granted, and they could cram in a lot of levels here, but eventually it's going to run out of content, right? Nope. Actually, there's way more levels and an entirely separate map. You see these two icons up here where this tree and this moon are? Well, if I go ahead and I click on the moon, check this out. We have an entirely new map, and all of this content over here is where the Grando Empire is, which is just crazy. And it doesn't show, like, where these two connect, basically, but it's pretty exciting. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, let's go on to the 6th level. Waste no time. Oh boy. Yeah, now here's the hilarious part about this. There's only 5 waves. I'm pretty sure all of them come out the left side anyways, so it literally doesn't matter.
Follow my lead.
I'm just gonna put
Trust me.
Erin
We're ready.
here. Okay. And yeah, we can literally just
At your service.
build towers on the left side and not even have to worry about the right. I don't know if they just, like, made a mistake and they forgot to put the rest of the
At your service.
waves on another side or what. But whatever, it's fine. Easy level that we can kind of speed up through. And because it's so short, we might actually have time for another level. And I may just end up doing 4 levels today instead of 3. Normally I would do 3, but yeah, we're going to let Erin get some experience here. And she's inching closer and closer to level 4. Hell yeah. Abe's he's been putting in some hard work, but we'll let him chill at the back for now.
We're ready.
Like, honestly, I could literally just build stuff anywhere here,
We're ready.
and it does not matter. Yeah, it's already the final wave.
Herendia.
We're ready.
Wonder if I can get an achievement.
At your service.
Come on, I want to build a tower on every spot. No, we can't afford it. Rip. Oh, well. Yeah, that was very, very fast, so... Okay, yes, I know, I already rated it. Get this out of my face, please. Thank you. And nice. GG. Already got through that level. I guess we can go into the first level of the Greywater Swamp. That one's a pretty fun level, but it's not too terribly difficult. It kind of is. They actually introduce a couple enemies here that are really, really annoying. Let me tell you. Oh, I'm pretty sure we can also tell which levels are the boss levels because they have these horns on top. So I don't know if it's every 5 levels or what, but let's see here. Go to the Great War, claim all, nice. And then as far as upgrades are concerned, honestly, I don't really care. Let's just go for increasing the hero's maximum HP by 15 points per level. So that's nice. So the first hurdle for the Alliance to overcome is the Greywater Swamp, a great place to ambush. It is certain that the Grandogians will know this and will come here to stop the Alliance with our dwarves. Hopefully you will lead us peacefully through this land, good armies. Yeah, sometimes, like, honestly, the English in this game is pretty decent for, like, its storyline and everything, but it's not always the best. So yeah.
Follow my lead.
I don't know what company like developed this game or like where they're from specifically, so that's kind of to be expected. Also, yeah, we have 2 exits to defend right now. So here's what I'm thinking.
At your service.
Since there's these venomous pulls that if you put allied units over, they will take damage, but the cool thing is the enemy will also take damage from this. So we're definitely going to want to make utilization of that. And we can go for the Ancients of Magic. Now, these are honestly what we're going to spam throughout most of the game. And the reason being because that rightmost ability is just so busted. They can just keep destroying enemies en masse and stunning them and everything. It's just completely overpowered. Yeah, Wrath of the Earth indeed. Yeah, so this thing can deal up to like 300 damage with this ability when it's at max tier. It's absurd. You can see here the enemies are getting poisoned from the ground, which is hilarious. Yeah, let's go ahead and get another barracks.
Glory Herendia. At your service.
Okay.
At your service.
I think, honestly, what we're going to probably want to end up doing is just get an artillery tower up here. And yeah, level 1 barracks spam OP. Please nerf XD. The cool thing about heroes is you can rally them off the path as well. So if you need them to, like, get out of the way for a little bit and then heal, they can.
No mercy for the enemy.
So yeah, here, I could just leave Erin down here, and she will just sit here and snipe enemies from afar. Okay, so now we have a new enemy. This is the first of many enemies that are going to be difficult for us to deal with. This is a troll. They're very big and tough humanoid creatures, the tanks of Grando's army. Now, trolls in the regular edition of Kingdom Rush, they have the ability to passively regen their wounds, so they can regenerate some of their HP. These guys, instead, they don't have that ability, but they have much better, like, overall basic stats, and they have a chance to stun nearby opponents, including heroes. So yeah, look at this. 500 HP, 32 to 48 damage in melee combat, and more physical armor than magic resistance. Yeah, see, like, my hero's stunned. I can't use his ability until he's out of that stunned state. Okay, come on. I need this ability maxed out so we can focus on upgrading this tower up here. We will eventually start using more magic. It'll kind of become a necessity later on. Because certain bosses, they'll just have way too much resistance to physical damage. But so far, you can pretty much get through most of the levels once we've unlocked this tower. This thing is just so OP. I also love the design of it. Looks very cool. It's like a hovering elemental. It's not really hovering because it is kind of attached to the ground somehow by like this little white trail of like electric looking substance, which is pretty awesome, if I do have to say so myself. But yeah, its attack animations just look so smooth and so clean. I love it. Yeah, Erin is really good for synergy on this particular level because you can freeze enemies in the poison pools here across the map, and I'm pretty sure they will continue to take poison damage over time if that is the case. I might be wrong on that though, so don't quote me on it, and somebody can correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. Here we go. Okay, wargs. Fast and furious beasts that can cause their victims to bleed with just one bite. So they have high movement speed, and they can cause a bleed effect to their opponents. So unlike the regular wargs, which just have a passive chance to dodge melee attacks in melee combat, like in Kingdom Rush, these guys have been completely reworked, and they also have pretty good physical resistance. They have medium physical armor and low magic resistance, as opposed to just medium magic resistance from Kingdom Rush. And yes, as you can see there, their bleed effect does work on heroes, and it's very, very difficult to control. Like, even if you have multiple barracks, you gotta have high damaging towers to support the choke point, or otherwise you're going to start leaking. And let's go ahead here. Bring Ave up here. Okay. Yeah, you can see here, if we didn't have this tower with its ground slamming ability already, we would be getting overwhelmed. Erin is a really good counter to these guys because she can freeze them in their tracks. So, there is that. Okay, hold on. I gotta be very cautious about where I put my hero right now. Yeah. They have to run further this path, so I'm more concerned about this one. And using your abilities against these guys is kind of a necessity. You cannot afford to just let these guys run through. It's almost a good idea to just put the game on slow mode when they show up, just so that you have time to react. Because trust me when I say, they go quick. Let's go ahead and build a mage, actually. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. So we've got Pyromancers that can use the power of fire to deal massive damage to enemies, the best wizards ever. They have a fast attack speed and really, really good damage, 37 to 52 per bolt. Then the Zealots have 44 to 68 damage, medium attack speed and range, and the Zealots are mystic wizards who can manipulate time and space. So let's go ahead and check these guys out. Oh, wow. Okay, so they have a dark portal that we can set where that is. And this is basically something that can teleport enemies backwards. As for their other ability, which is even more game-breaking, this can summon a dragon. Let's do it. Let's summon the dragon. Okay, so if we click on the dragon, it increases its power the more we upgrade it. So right now it's 40 to 40 range damage. It has medium magic, or I'm sorry, medium armor and high magic resistance. Oh my god, look at this wave.
Never retreat.
Now it's 44 to 68 damage. But it doesn't really matter because we already beat the level. GG. And with that, ladies and gents, I think we're going to go ahead and call it quits for today's episode. It was very fun playing through the next 4 levels of this game. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. I know I am. This is a really fun game. And again, if you guys want to check this out for yourselves, it is available on Android and iOS. So just make sure to go to the App Store on Google Play and download it for yourself if you guys want to give this a shot. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I will hopefully see you guys all in the next YouTube video or live stream. This is Pollux the Wise, saying peace out.